IC and I'm back with a new video. Let's jump right into it. Let's just jump. This video, my friends, is a review of Married at First Sight Season 18 Chicago, Episode 16. The experts have questions. So do we. The experts have questions, and so do we. We pick up where we left off last episode. Michelle's talking to Madison. Madison made the comment, are you going to come in here with guns blazing? Michelle's like, I'm mad. Because you lied to my face. Like, lied to her face. She thought y'all were friends. She's all the way in the wrong. She's all the way in the wrong. David swoops in there. They're having a conversation, the two of them, but he wants to defend his woman. So when she mentions that she likes David, he's like, I like her too. And even Madison was like, David, like, I got this. Like, let me have this conversation. But that is not what happens. Michelle just gets fed up and walks away. Madison then goes to talk to Camille and Carla about what's going on. She didn't mean to grow these feelings. And Carla is a real one. Carla really just gave it to her. She was like, this is dirty. This is grimy. This was supposed to be a safe space amongst the wives. What you did was dead wrong, especially since Michelle poured her heart out to all of us on multiple occasions and you had this attraction with her husband and didn't say anything. That's whack. And she's absolutely right. Carla, that was good. Carla gave it to her straight, no chaser. Absolutely. And if I were those women, I would not be her friend ever again. Never. She already stole one husband. Never. You are not friends. Do not be friends with Madison. While Carla is giving it to Madison as she deserves, we see Juancho the next morning talking to David. He offers to make him a coffee in the kitchen. This whole scene, tribe, is like the definition of a good guy. Juan is empathetic and shows compassion, yet he's able to be real and honest with David. He tells David, you know, you owe him an apology. What you did was wrong. It looks bad. It is bad. You broke your vows, but you also broke a friendship and you owe Alan an apology. But it has to be on Alan's time, on Alan's terms, not on yours, David. It's really not about you in this moment. What I was here for, because Michelle has left already, she's back in the city. I was here for the phone call with Pastor Cal. I was. We all know the experts get footage of what's going on. But even before the producers could give Pastor Cal the footage, Michelle's on the phone with Pastor Cal. Wanted to give you an update, Pastor Cal. I was right. Remember how I mentioned how I had a feeling about Madison and David? She was right. He was floored. Pastor Cal had no idea. What? He said, excuse me, what? David and Madison, what? Yep. She spilled every single bean. Michelle did. And that was her point. Her point was to be the bearer of the bad news, to be the bone collector and bone thrower. She did it. Got a little bit of revenge. We then see the experts with and then Ikechi comes in. I think I figured it out, you guys. I was looking into Ikechi's eyes. He's depressed. He's in depression, and I felt genuinely bad for him. I brought this all on himself. He did not treat the way she deserved to be treated, but he suffers from depression, and it was sad to see him. He really had nothing to say. It wasn't like, I don't care. He didn't have the capacity to care. He's so depressed that it was sad to watch. There's no pleasure in being snarky with him, giving him a list of therapists. She was mean. I understand why she would be mean, but she was really mean to him. And he had no answers. He wanted to be done with the marriage. She had the divorce decree. She had the list of therapists for him. She wished him nothing but the worst, which was really just mean. I mean, I understand that she has been hurt by him. I get it. I think that he was not there for all the right reasons, whereas she may have been. But he was not in a good place. Even I, Tanaise, as a viewer, could see, like, he was not in a good place at all. Madison needs to stop the fake tears. She tries to make herself cry, and I was not here for it. She wants to get through to Alan. And we even see Alan coming back to the house to get his things. And we also see Alan just talking about how this really threw him for a loop. He really invested all of him in this relationship, and she did him dirty. And we even see a text come through from Madison to Alan, and he's like, don't text me. The words that come out of your mouth mean nothing to me. Leave me alone. And so then when Madison does her diary cam, she's crying. She wants Alan to talk to her. She wants to look him in the eye. She wants him to hear it from her. It's too late. You're too late, Madison. You had David do what you didn't have the courage to do in the moment. And it's now the time has passed. It is too late. It is too late, Madison. She does not want Alan to be upset with her, but it's too late, Madison. You have done the dirt. She wants to talk to him. No, it's not about what you want, Madison. That's what you need to understand. It is no longer about what you want, period. You have forfeited that completely. You've done the unconscionable. This has not happened in 18 seasons of the show. You're a liar. You've been lying to Alan, to us, you've been lying the whole season. Going out with a friend to blow some steam. They all live in the same building for filming purposes, I'm sure. But coming in at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning at the same time. They've been going out together every single night, you guys, until 3 and 4 in the morning. Meanwhile, we have Alan here spending $3,000 on a new wardrobe that you think is cute and getting his teeth fixed. They showed the footage of her interview and how her preference was not a black guy, and David's a black guy. So the experts were just full of questions, as we the viewers are. What you did was dead wrong, and it's not about you anymore. We literally only have 2 couples left, you guys. MM and EKT are getting a divorce. We know that Michelle is done with David. Alan's done with Madison. We only have Camille and Thomas, and Juan and Carla. I really hope they both say yes. I really do. I think Camille and Thomas are pretty much a shoo-in. 50-50 on Carla and Juan. I don't know. Some episodes I'm like, no way. Some episodes I'm like, you know what? Maybe so. This one I'm like, maybe so. This conversation with David and Madison. Madison's playing it like real low key, like we're just gonna explore the friendship, whereas David wants to get married. So y'all gotta reconcile that. Make that make sense. David thinks y'all are gonna be together forever. You're his ride or die. You're his woman. She's like, let's just hang out and play pool and get tacos. Alan's upset. Alan ripped the photo album of their wedding up. Alan burnt her vows. Alan broke the Mr. and Mrs. mugs. Anything that had to do with Madison and their union was destroyed by him. He was upset, and I understand why. I do. And that needs to be a signal to you, Madison. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. You have been lying to him. Leave him alone. In the comments below, do you think that Carla and Juan are going to say yes on decision day? I think Camille and Thomas are. Wow. This was rough. Let me know down below. I'll see you in our next review.